I am going to show you how to write your thesis statement for your Unit 2 Writing Summative. This is the last part of your introduction paragraph. We will come back to the other two parts another day. We're going to write your thesis using the prompt with this cool hack, and you can actually use this hack then with any essay that you have a prompt for. So let's take a look at the notes sheet that you have on that hack. It will be in the tips, tricks, and tools section of your binder, or you can just click the link in the slides. So we can see that the first step is to highlight the sentence in the prompt that tells you what to write. In the case of the prompt we are using, this sentence is write a 5-paragraph essay describing how high school students can best manage their time and maintain a healthy lifestyle. So now that I've identified what I need to write, I'm going to turn that sentence into a question. So what is the prompt really asking me? What question is it asking me to answer? And if we take out the write a 5-paragraph essay describing, then we're left with how can high school students best manage their time and maintain a healthy lifestyle. So it might be tempting to skip this step. This step might seem unnecessary, but it sets you up really nicely for the next step, for one. And for two, it also kind of primes your brain for coming up with answers to this prompt. So now that we have rephrased it in the form of a question, the third step is to restate the question as the beginning of your thesis, just like you would for the first sentence in a race paragraph. So we're going to take out the question words how can, and we're going to take that question mark out, and we're left with high school students can best manage their time and maintain a healthy lifestyle by. So what I want you to do is I want you to now type that exact sentence starter into your thesis statement box for your Unit 2 Writing Summative. So just how can high school students can best manage their time and maintain a healthy lifestyle by. So I'm just going to open up my sample document here, go down to thesis statement, and I'm going to add the start of my thesis. Okay, now if we go back to the note sheet, you can see that the next thing to do is to think of your 3 answers to the question and list them. Well, you've already done this step. You've identified the 3 tips that you're going to talk about. So that's where you want to consult your planning sheet. And you can see on my planning sheet that eliminating distractions, choosing what you eat wisely, and starting early in the day are my 3 tips. And it's the same as what's on the note sheet here, so we can kind of see how that plays out. So I'm just going to list tip 1, tip 2, and tip 3 after the word by. You have to put it commas in between each of them and an and before the last one. So if we look back at the instructions, it's here too. You list the 3 tips or strategies at the end. You have tip 1, tip 2, and tip 3. So you're just going to look at your purple planning sheet now, and you're going to copy over your 3 tips. You probably will, if you're like me, have to change the ending of that main verb to be ing so that your thesis is grammatically correct. So you're just going to add them right here after the by. And once you've done that, you have a complete thesis. You can see that I have each of my tips from my note sheet. So you have tip 1, eliminate distractions. That has become eliminating distractions. I have tip 2, choose what you eat wisely. That has become choosing what you eat wisely. And then finally, I have tip 3, which was start early in the day. And I now have starting early in the day. Okay, now you have a thesis. Move on to the next step.